belong to the Merry Marvel Marching.
Hello and welcome to Comic Culture, the only show that can exist on two dimensions. I'm your host, Preston.
No, I'm the host, Preston.
No, I'm the host, Preston.
I like the shirt.
Thank you for the compliment, but that won't get you
Okay, look. Obviously, this is going to be a little confusing, so I'm going to head back to my dimension. You do this on your dimension, and it'll be better for the audience. Cool?
Okay,
See ya.
See ya. That was weird, wasn't it? Hello and welcome to another Funko San Diego Comic-Con ranking episode title that's way too long to put on the YouTube channel, but yeah, welcome to another Funko ranking. I'm your host, Preston. I'm wearing a Rick and Morty t-shirt because we have some Rick and Morty pops to go through. But before I get to the ranking of the latest pop reveals, I want to mention I didn't do yesterday's pops because those were too difficult to rank. And what I mean by that is they were mostly banana split pops and some Harry Potter variants, and I never watched the banana splits. That wasn't something, I don't think I've ever seen an episode of that. So I don't think it'd be really fair for me to rank those when I have no connection or idea who these people are. And considering the fact that like 90% of the pops that were revealed yesterday were banana splits. So that'd be a really weird list to do. The Harry Potter ones, they're just translucent variants of ones that already exist, I believe. So not much to say about that. I will say, best pop reveal of yesterday have to be Captain Caveman, because who doesn't love Captain Caveman? That dude deserves more respect, so he's the best pop reveal of yesterday. You know what? When all the pops are revealed, I think I'll do a ranking of like maybe the top 10. That seems reasonable to do overall. But for now, Captain Caveman won yesterday. Now let's move on to today's 6 reveals. Starting as usual at the bottom. Coming in at number 6 and 5 is Western Rick and Morty. So the reason these two are at the bottom of the list is because there's lots of Rick and Morty pops out there. I will say I like these better than some of the other ones, like Strong Arm Morty and even Basic Morty. I really like these, okay? I think they're cool design, but at the same time, it makes me think back to what Rick said.
Hey, what do you know? It's a cowboy version of me.
Jeez, you're easy to impress.
Yeah, at first I was impressed, but again, they're just variants, and I think we had some better pops that were revealed today. I still like these though. This might be the one exception of like it's at the bottom of the list, but I still want to try to get it. Again, just because it's at the bottom of this list doesn't mean it's bad. There were just some better ones. So that takes care of 6 and 5. Let's move on to number 4. Coming in at number 4 is Olenna Tyrell, the queen of great comebacks. This is number 4 on the list just because, one, it's a nice design. Again, it looks like Olenna Tyrell. It's just very kind of Game of Thronesy. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you have something like Game of Thrones where people, unless they have some sort of scar or deformity, they all kind of look the same. You know, they all have the same style of clothing, knight armor, or fancy gowns, that kind of thing, and she kind of suffers from this. However, though, because it is Tyrell Dell and she's a great character, that's why she's at number 4, and I don't know if we have a pop of her yet, so that's very unique, and that's why she's number 4 on this list. Coming at number 3, though, is Ram Man, just because of how see, this is the opposite of the Games of Thrones complaint I had. He stands out. He's Ram Man. He's this little... Look at him. He's so stupid, but I love it. The only thing better than Ram Man is number 2, which is Stinkor. What makes this really cool... Again, these are all He-Man characters, if you couldn't tell by these creative names. But what's really interesting about Stinkor is he will be scented, actually. I thought that's interesting just because if you haven't seen The Toys That Made Us, one, you should definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. They have a really interesting story about the Stinkor toy, about how the people who are making it basically quit their job just because of how bothersome the fumes were from making the Stinkor toy. So I'm curious to see. I don't know if they're going to say the same thing happened, but I want to know if it's going to be an awful smell or if it's going to be a good smell. the fact that it's scented, I don't know if it's going to last forever, so that might turn some people off. But I think it's unique and it's different. It's not flocked, it's not chrome. Having a scented pop is much more different and not as common as those other special variants. But coming at number 1 is a pop ride. It's Tina and the Unicorn from Bob's Burgers. Specifically, the episode where she got addicted to caffeine. This is great just because, remember when I said Rick and Morty have like a ton of variant pops? You know, as far as I know, Bob's Burgers, the pops they do have is just of the family. They don't have like, oh, Bob wearing his Sunday best. Oh, here's, you know, Louise with the jacket hood on. Like, they don't have those many variants, so any variant is welcomed because it hasn't been oversaturated yet. Plus, Tina and the Unicorn is very unique because we know she's a big, I can't think of what they called on the show, but she's a big My Little Pony fan, so I think that's really cool. That they've incorporated that into this pop. And plus, it's very unique. It's not your standard pop, it's a pop ride. And that's why it comes at number 1 on today's list. I am sorry if today's episode is shorter than most. That's because I am busy working on a Let's Play. That's right. But this isn't going to be the normal Let's Play. This is a special one. I'm working with some friends. So it's taking up a lot of my time. I really hope you check it out and enjoy it. I won't say much, except it's going to be a Let's Play of L.A. Noire, one of the best games from 2009, I think. I think that's the year it came out. But anyway, that's today's pop list for animation. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next issue.
Belong, you belong, you belong, you belong to the Merry Marvel Marching Society.